you can see why it would be to Sonny's advantage to offer up John Zakar to a federal prosecutor.
A mob war, which would be a disaster for everyone, especially Michael.
Sonny's using the feds to get rid of a potential threat. He's using you, Claire.
I'm sure he thinks that. But, Detective, make no mistake, I came to Port Charles to take down Sonny Corinthos, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
I'm not arguing with you. It's just that I've seen Sonny operate for a long time, and he knows you're vulnerable because Michael ended up in Pentonville, and that makes you look bad.
It makes everyone look bad.
Sonny's offering you a shot at redemption. You'll supposedly be helping Michael and conveniently neutralize his competition.
Well, I want to stop a mob war before it starts.
Yeah, well, that's what we all want. But how? I mean, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Okay, assuming that you can't get both of them, who would you rather bust, Sonny or Johnny?
Who says we can't get both? Sonny has to be well aware that I'd be able to double-cross him.
Yeah, and then he said he had no choice but to trust you and looked you straight in the eye, right?
He is very compelling, yes. If I were a juror, I might be swayed. But I know his act. I'm not impressed by him.
I've only known 2 women who can hold their own against Sonny, okay? One is my cousin Carly, and it cost her 4, count them, 4 marriages to the guy, along with years of pain and at least 1 major nervous breakdown. And the only other woman who seems completely immune to Sonny is Diane Miller.
Diane Miller, whom I have a lot of respect for, and she has to know deep down, the way I do, what a dangerous criminal he is.
Look, the thing that you have to understand about Sonny is that he's not 100% bad. He can be generous and kind. He does a lot of great things in this community with no fanfare at all. He genuinely loves his children, and he tries his best to be a good father. And he really did have a childhood that would break anyone's heart. That's how he draws women in. They think they can save him.
I don't want to save Sonny Corinthos. I want to put him away, 20 to life.
All right, well, just know that you'll be wading through emotional quicksand. And it's taken down many women before you.
You know, perhaps none of these women saw what I saw during the trial. A brutal killer who got his son mixed up in a cover-up. Someone who believed that he could game the system, who had no intention of going to jail. I mean, I really believe that he thinks that a jet would have been waiting for him to fly off to South America even if he was found guilty. Not to mention the impossible position he put Michael in, or Dante, who he shot point blank in the chest. Sonny is a brutal, narcissistic thug who needs to be shut down. He really does, and if he really believes that he's playing me, let him. It's going to make my job a lot easier. You seem to know a lot about Sonny's personal life.
He and my father are good friends. I've known him since I was pretty young.
This is not going to turn out to be one of those mysterious conflicts of interest, is it?
No. No, I don't have a problem building a case against Sonny as long as it's by the book.
It will be, I assure you.
Just be careful, Claire, because Sonny and Johnny are both unstable, but they're good at what they do. I mean, Sonny has more power and the advantage of years of experience, but Johnny seems to have unexpected resources, and the guy's got nothing to lose.
Thanks. I'm going to keep it in mind. I have a lot of calls to answer, but maybe we can continue our discussion over drinks sometime.
Sure. Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah, in the park, by the swings, you know, with the kids running around. Sorry. Okay, I'm leaving.
Okay.
Lucky, please send your secretary back to work. I need your full attention.
What do you want? I'm working.
Why on earth won't you allow Elizabeth to move to Wydemere? Elizabeth is too fragile emotionally and physically. But she works long hours. She barely sees the 2 children she already has. And she has certainly not shown any regard for my great-grandchild. And I believe you are the reason.
I never said I wouldn't allow Elizabeth to move into Wydemere. In fact, I said just the opposite.
I never dreamed that you would take out your hatred of Nikolas on his unborn child.
Are you even listening to me? I'm not taking anything out on anyone, okay? I don't get to decide where Elizabeth lives. My responsibilities are to Cameron and Jake, and that's it.
No wonder Nikolas blames you for Elizabeth's irresponsible behavior. You can't stand the fact that that baby is not yours, and if she has a miscarriage, young man, it's your fault.
Elizabeth was on time for her sonogram? Good, good. Can you email me some pictures? Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Lee. Goodbye.
Had a visit from Helena today. She seems to think I'm the one stopping Elizabeth from moving out here.
Aren't you? In that passive-aggressive sort of way you're so good at?
What the hell happened to you, Nikolas? I mean, we had our differences at first, but you were never deliberately cruel.
I don't think it's cruel to want my child's mother to live with me.
Now, you know exactly what this would do to me. To have my sons living here. And why would Elizabeth want to live here anyway, huh? I mean, this place is nothing but bad memories. Emily died out here. You know, our friendship fell apart out here. And besides that, it's inconvenient for work. She's pregnant. She doesn't need to be going back and
she
forth
doesn't
in the
have to
launch.
work. She doesn't have to push herself to the point of exhaustion and jeopardize my child. But that's exactly what she's doing, because she's convinced herself that if she can drive me away, you'll go back to her.
Something happened to you after Emily died. I don't know what it is, but it's
Lucky,
like
come on,
you've lost who you really are or something.
Don't bring Emily into this. Elizabeth and I had an affair. We did what millions of people do every day. We slept with someone we weren't supposed to and lied about it. It happened. Just like your affair with Maxie. It happened. But you know what? I am really tired of apologizing for it.
All right, because Cassadines don't apologize. Isn't that right? I mean, being a prince literally means
Lucky,
never having to say you're sorry.
I've been apologizing to you for years. Begging you for your acceptance. My God, I named my firstborn child after you. Forget it. The hell with you. I'm not apologizing for who I am anymore.
Turn this into some Spencer Cassadine feud, okay?
The bottom line is, I have a child on the way, okay? And I will provide for it. You can be as mad at me as you want, but stay the hell out of my way or deal with the consequences. I'm such an idiot. I really am. It's taken me until this moment right now to realize that no Spencer will ever truly accept me, not even my own mother.
Don't bring Mom into this.
I twisted myself into knots for you for years.
Yeah, and you let us believe all along that you were nothing like your grandmother or your father or any of them.
Again, I'm not apologizing for my birthright. I'm not. I actually let myself believe that it was better to be accepted by a Spencer than be true to myself. But I'm not taking second place anymore. I'm not deferring to you or anyone else in your family. Those days are over.
Well, at least we're finally getting down to the truth of it. You know, some part of you has hated me all along.
Forget the... Wait. Do you know what's sickening about this whole thing? I really did love you. I did. I did everything humanly possible to be a worthy brother to you.
And you were. For a long time. And then you suddenly decided that your grief and confusion were so unique and profound that it justified you stabbing me in the back.
No, hold on. Don't kid yourself, Lucky. You and Elizabeth were in trouble long before I came along. She had real questions about marrying.
Yeah, and you never told me that.
Because you didn't want to know. You manipulated her by playing on her guilt and loyalty. You refused to see what was staring you right in your damn face,
I
Lucky.
refused to see that you were screwing her behind my back,
so
Nikolas.
tired of you.
That's what I refused to see.
Really?
I had people dropping hints left and right. I had signs all over the place. And I refused to see what was staring me right in the face because I loved you, because you were my brother. I refused to see that you're a treacherous, lying bastard without a moral bone in your body. But it's not surprising, is it? I mean, your father kidnapped our mother,
Oh, well, don't
held
go
her
there.
captive,
Don't, no,
forced her to carry his own child.
Don't talk about fathers who commit rape. That's one fight you can't win.
You know what? I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to travel the same sorry road that my dad went down with your family. I mean, it costs everyone years of their lives and a whole lot of pain. I never thought that would happen with us.